the Prowler. All right. What is up, horror hounds? It's me. I'm back again, unfortunately, as I told you that I would be. Or fortunately, I don't know. I have with me one of my oldest friends of all time, Zed. He is here to talk about his 5 movies that I made him pick incredibly fast and not given any notice to. So, we are going to start with Bob's first film, and it is The Prowler from 1981. All right, go. Talk about The Prowler.
So, this movie, it was hard to find, if I remember correctly. Like, we had a real hard time finding it.
We did.
And I think we even found out about it because of the Tom Savini How to Do Makeup book.
Did he do
that I
this?
had. Oh, yeah. He sure did.
Oh, okay.
And super winter, cheesy in the way that it should be, early 80s, low budget.
Oh, yeah.
We saw this, gosh, probably 17 years ago, 18 years ago.
Was it when we were in Denver?
Yeah, we were in Denver.
Horror section. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the whole it was a great one. But yeah, like it was like one of those ones where it's just like it was like your typical slasher, but they actually did it well.
Yeah.
And the person, the killer, Zaprowda.
Zaprowda. He comes for you in the night.
He comes for you. Amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Totally amazing. You can tell they probably made this in about a week. And totally rewatchable. Just.
So you'd probably watch this movie?
Yeah, definitely watch it over and over again. It's great to have in the background.
Wasn't she in Friday the 13th?
Yeah, there we go. That's her.
Third?
Nope. That's gone.
Second one? She wasn't in the first one.
No.
She's in the second one, right? You're supposed to be the Jason guy.
I am, but I don't think. No.
No cheating.
Cool. Watch the movie. It's good. Whatever.
I don't even give a shit about this.
Zaprowda.
Zaprowda. Yes. Watch The Prowler. It's very good.
Very good.
All right.
So, this is a slow burn.
Oh, man, but it's so good.
It's very atmospheric. It's anxiety-inducing. That's probably the best way to yeah. Shortly after he did Dumb and Dumber, maybe a few years later, he had tried to get back into serious roles, and people weren't taking him seriously, if I remember correctly. And the whole premise is his wife died.
Right.
Everyone thinks he did it. He doesn't remember doing it, but there's stuff going on. There's pills involved. He's drinking a lot.
Yeah.
He's not sleeping, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
1 second!
He looks like shit.
He looks
whole movie too.
He looks terrible.
He looks real good.
And by the end of it, you're just like, I don't know who's right. I don't think he killed him, but he might have. Kind of like an anxiety dream. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Like, it puts you on edge.
That's pretty fucking good. Yeah. That is pretty good.
It's a slow burn. It's not for those that are looking for a lot of stuff happening real quick. I don't think there's any jump scares, if I remember correctly. Tell people about it a lot.
Das Film die Michael Walker.
Insomnies. It's never. It was never like I think I had to find it in like a bargain bin somewhere because
I don't even know if I had a copy of that.
Oh yeah, good one.
Alright, so Jason Sleep is very good.
Jason Sleep, very good.
Very good. Jason says the Prowler is also very good. Don't forget about the Prowler. This is also a German film. No, not that any of the other ones were. Sorry.
Nope, they sure weren't.
Sorry.
So Anatomy, pretty rad. And this was like the first movie that I think really pushed the whole plasticizing of people.
Oh man, I forgot about this.
Because again, 2000.
Yeah.
Not really internet, like people were really looking at it.
Yeah.
Like the effects were good.
The effects were spectacular.
Well,
So
acting wasn't awful.
That's,
it was
yeah,
for
that's
early
fair.
aughts. It was not bad.
Yeah.
Very dated as I rewatched it again lately. Yeah,
I mean, I
yeah,
don't
it was
know.
good.
I don't. Well, I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
Yeah, no, it was good.
I think
really
we
good.
rented this when you were at the movie store
Carefree?
working.
Fuck.
That would have been 2000. That summer.
That's a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
Fuck, dude, really? Oh, yeah. No, I think you're right. What is it about? Other than it being really good.
Anatomy. It's about anatomy. So yeah, basically, it's a medical school, and there's weird stuff going on, and there's a secret society, and they're really killing people, and the doctors are okay with it because they're learning and because they're part of a secret society, and
That's all you can say.
that's about it. Also, don't watch the second one.
Ooh,
Don't
oh,
bother.
yeah.
Don't.
Fuck.
Just
should have been one and done.
Yep. And,
Second one doesn't count.
Good movie. Watch it.
Bad. Yeah. All right. So moving on to number 4.
Classic.
This movie, yeah, I agree. 100%.
Yes. One win.
Mm.
Super.
Hands down. Oh yeah.
I mean, people's intake of Voodoo was like, God, awful. I was like, oh no, I guess it was from.
So it got better.
Yeah.
What?
Like I think people's like big push was from like, whichever one that was, the James Bond movie where they dealt with it a lot. Nope.
No.
Yep, it's gone.
I got nothing.
I can see it. I can watch it. Name.
Which Bond was it?
Roger Moore.
Yes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I remember is because they had the main antagonist, half white, half not. But yeah, this one really touched on.
That was an episode of Star Trek.
But yeah, this one really kind of opened the way for like what it actually was. It still kind of demonized it a bit, but they really talked about the good and the bad side of it. How voodoo isn't bad, but can be if the wrong person has it. And they did a lot of fun practical effects in this.
They did, yeah.
Like there was a lot of fire scenes. There was breaking glass. There was chewing on glass a lot.
Ugh.
The effects were really good, and like people, I don't think. Well, I shouldn't say that. Americans, white people specifically, did not really know like about this, and it was just like it really opened the door to a lot of other stuff, and kind of showed like what the religion was. Not like, ooh, look, I got a voodoo doll, and I'm cursing you, and you're gonna have poop come out of your toenails or something. Yep. But yeah, no, it's really well done, and
That's
Bill
terrible.
Pullman, win.
Oh yeah, Bill Pullman. There he is, right there.
Yep, win. And it was kind of a slower burn as well. Not a lot of like boo-ah. More like, I'm uncomfortable. This kind of, I don't know about, oh God. Like being trapped in a coffin and buried alive. Totally anxiety inducing.
Yep.
I think there's a theme.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's definitely a win.
All right. Oh my God, she made it.
Good job.
All right. And before we get into this trailer,
Long story.
Go ahead.
All
It's
right.
not going to be that long. It's not that long. I mean, it kind of is.
So it was a convention. I
Was it?
believe it was a Star Trek convention.
Fuck, was it?
Yeah. And we were all there. And
That's okay, though. Because Star Trek's cool now. Dicks.
Yep.
Fuckers. Yeah,
So
go ahead.
it was
I'll
weird, is
cut
because
that.
it wasn't like nowadays. Like the Star Trek conventions were like Star Trek conventions. It was like sci-fi. It was this. They were promoting this movie, and it was a horror movie at a Star Trek convention, and nobody cared. I mean, people were just walking past,
He cared.
and
He cared a
that was
whole
it.
lot.
So Jason's my dude
Mm-hmm.
because he's the best.
No, it's not.
So if I remember correctly, I didn't even see it at first go. There was a few of our friends that went by, and they were doing a. It was a contest.
Is it Greg and Jeremy?
Yeah, they were doing. There was Greg and Jeremy, and they were. It was like a trivia question test, and I don't remember how many questions there were. Maybe 20. Maybe Greg or Jeremy remembers. If you got over a certain amount, you got a free sweet T-shirt, and it said Crystal Lake Camp Counselor.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Fuck!
They got it because they're like, oh yeah, I totally got like 10 or 11. And when I found out about it, I'm like, I ran over. And I think I was one of the few people that actually got over like 16.
That's what's up.
And I think I was up to like,
It's because at that
I think
point,
I missed one.
I think at that point we had a problem.
Talking with the lady that was doing the promotion there. And she's just like, wow, you're like the first one to do like really well. Like, do you want this box of flyers because nobody's taking them? And they were like, I think they were like, I don't know, like 11 by 14 posters.
They're 11 by 17. They're like that big. They're like comic book pages. They're that big. They're that big.
They were great. And the convention was like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I got over there by like Sunday. And they're just like handing out stuff because nobody gives a crap. And I'm like, oh, I will take it all. And then there's this little box of like, hey, put your name and number in and we'll get you free tickets to the screening. And I'm like, yes, I did that and I won and it was really cool and it was great. And they gave everybody tickets. I just remember because I had a will call and I got yelled at because the security guards told me to take off my mask because I got a little into it. Because a few years earlier, a year earlier, yeah, because in 2000 is when we had our party. Well, your party at your apartment, and I was Jason and you were Freddy. And I wore my Jason costume to the premiere, and they told me, take off your mask, not allowed. And I'm like, eat my butthole. And we went into the theaters, and I wore the mask most of the movie. But before it went, everybody had a little ticket, and there was another win thing, and I won a big poster size thing. It was a huge poster, and it had been signed by people, and it was on foam core, and I was like peeing myself with glee, not because it's so well made, but because it's amazing, and many memories. Lots of classic deaths in this one.
We saw it. I think we saw it 3 times that day. Or you saw it twice.
I think we saw it another 2 times that week.
Yeah.
And oh god, like it's one of those great movies that exists in infamy. There was a few people in there that were like popular at the time, but not like woo popular, like
popular for us.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then you recognize David Cronenberg in the first like
part
of the movie too. Yeah, and you're just like, oh my god.
Yeah,
This was really kind of a homage to the horror nerds, honestly. Like
on a routine training.
Awful for the time.
No, it wasn't awful, but I mean,
but, the whole premise of space students coming to investigate dead Earth, and they mysteriously found Jason.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like I kind of feel like it.
I know.
And it was like, oh man, like they really wanted to. There was this sweet new technology coming out, like in-camera blur effects and like double exposures, and let's use them all.
Yeah,
in the same scene.
They used everything.
Oh god, yeah. The liquid nitrogen head smash, classic. Yeah, and the weird Borg Jason that pops up out of nowhere. You're like, why is this happening?
It doesn't matter. It's fucking Kane Hodder, so nobody gave a shit. It's like, yes!
And I was just like, let's make him bulletproof.
Yeah.
Shut your damn mouth. He's Cyber Jason, and he can do whatever he wants. It was just, it's a good time. It's not a good movie. This was definitely... bulletproof. It there's so many good things in it that, you know, there was a time where you wanted to rent bad movies just to like, oh, this is going to be terrible. And you knew it. You know, I guess you do that nowadays with like Netflix or Prime, but this one really tried to go tongue in cheek. Like,
oh, it absolutely did.
Absolutely. And they really knew they were not making the next Silence of the Lambs. They were not doing it. This was going to be a party. And I really have a feeling they had a party on the set too.
Well, I mean, I completely agree with you. This is an absolute staple in any horror genre, I feel, because it hits all of the right marks and everything, and it was fun as fuck. And all of the kill scenes in it were like that screw, the guy falling down the screw, and he just twists all the way around.
Spins.
And he's like, I'm gonna run! Well, you've fulfilled your
my 5.
Your 5, so you don't have to come back unless you want to. Oh! Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a friend. All right. All right, you guys. That is it for us this evening. I want to thank Bob, Zed, again, for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell button so you know when all that shit happens. Don't forget about Retro Access Deluxe. Somebody has to not forget about it. Link is in the description below, along with all of the trailers that we watched tonight. I will see you guys next week in the future. Yep, no. Why do you have the Amazon wish list and you're not buying from Amazon?
Because I find it here, and then I go to the website and buy it from them. Because like this guy,
well, that's nice.
It's like $50 cheaper.
Why would it not be? Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. Good, because I've been recording since Corey went into the bedroom.
Because it was shortly after we graduated. We might have even had the teaser video, the one with the scrolling crap along the VHS bottom.
We might have.
Mm-hmm.
We're just getting into DVDs, aren't we?
Yeah, because DVDs were just starting. Because like before then, it was like what was it? The
So
Rock was on. Oh,
I've seen them.
why?
I don't fucking.
Oh,
know.
because they tried to do that Matted thing, didn't they? And try to make it pretty bad.
Yeah. Last Action Hero was actually shot in full screen because we didn't have tickets.
Just screening premiere?
No.
Oh, that's right.
We waited outside for you the whole time. We were like, "Oh man, he's coming to come out. He's gonna tell us how badass this movie is."
And I was right.
All right, hold on here. Oh, are you going down? All right.
We could do this again in 20 years.
Okay.
So
Back in my day, Jason X is still number 2. Actually, I've moved it forward.
Yep, it's gotten better.
Sorry,
It's gotten better with time.
you guys suck at making movies.
Or the sweet like high def re-release, and they like.
And we made it in 3D. Yes, 3D. Yes, fuck yes.